Greeting learners. In this series, so far, we have seen the basics of the language, expressions, variables, decision constructs, and arrays. One of the cornerstones of C language is the ability to store and modify natural language, in simple words, the strings. This lesson will help you understand strings from scratch. You are expected to have watched the videos on one-dimensional and two-dimensional arrays. You may refer to them for a quick revision if required. This lesson will start with the introduction to strings. Then we will see the declaration, definition and initialization of strings, followed by the discussion on access and modification of string characters. The strings discussed so far are mutable in nature, which means they can be modified once created. The C language has an option of immutable strings too, which will be discussed next. String can be two-dimensional too. This concept is handled next. The lesson concludes with the description of some of the most built-in functions capable of handling strings. Let's start with the introduction to the strings. Conceptually, strings are one-dimensional character arrays terminated by a null character. The null character represents the end of the string. Strings can be anything from a name like Lernis and the name of your country like India. Strings are often represented as an array of characters. We will look at this representation in a second. But first, we need to understand the importance of the null character at the end of the string. As stated earlier, strings can be created without the use of the terminating null. Such strings create extra complications for the programmer. Built-in functions depend on the use of terminating null to identify length or location where some operation needs to be performed. Strings which aren't terminated properly can lead to overwriting or overreading of information in the memory, which can lead to unexpected termination of the program. Let's take an example of the strlen function which returns the length of the string passed. The program may generate a segmentation fault. If it doesn't, find a null character anywhere in the memory after the string definition. More built-in functions which can help copy, compare, concatenate will be discussed in the last part of the video.